Hey there YouTube, it's Mrlubufu. I'm here with more Dragon Space spoilers. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. So the first one, or for the first two don't actually have pictures, but they've been quasi-spoiled by a person who's been known to give accurate information in the past. So we have Amara Tandris, who is the Selesnya champion that we've been waiting for so long, and she's horrible. 7 mana, 5/7, so, you know, she has to do something, and what she does is prevent all damage that will be dealt to creature tokens you control. Yep. I'm starting to think that this whole legendary creature cycle was like not thought out terribly well, because she shows up in all the books, and she does all this sort of thing, and then they make her like this. I'm not happy. The other one that's been unspoiled, or sort of spoiled, is War Leader's Helix. So I was like, oh yay, Lightning Helix! Except it's 4 mana, 4 damage to target creature player, and you gain 4 life. So this is a strictly limited card. Kind of a throwback to Lightning Helix, except it's much worse. So, makes me sad. Helix, what made it so powerful was that it was so cheap that you could cast it. And it did so much. This is too expensive for standard play. It really is. Yeah, it kills Restoration Angel, which not many burn spells can say, but costs you 4 mana. So, yay! You can tell I'm not terribly happy with that. I was very much hoping for a Lightning Helix reprint. Next we have Vishano First Blade. 3 mana, 2/2 haste. When it enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. I think it's a solid Boros common for limited. Standard, not so much. But the fact is, having a 3-drop that has haste is really relevant, as you could tell with Sky Knight Legionnaire. Sky Knight Legionnaire was probably the best Boros common. And maybe, I don't know, Mugging is also quite good. But anyway, Vishano First Blade, or this thing, yeah, definitely I think is it's a pretty good pick if you have a dedicated Boros deck. Next you have another Fuse card, Catch and Release. So Catch is gain control of target permanent until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste until end of turn. Which is, the fact is you steal a permanent, which is certainly something. Unfortunately, they made Release ridiculously overcosted at 6 mana. Each player sacrifices an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, a land, and a planeswalker. So, meh. You'd be using Catch a lot more than Release, that's for certain. So then we have a new... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there we go. We have a new cycle of Maze Blank. So we have Sentinel, Glider, Abomination, Rusher, and Behemoth. They all cost 6 mana. The white one is a 3/6 with Vigilance, and they all have multicolored creatures you control have blank. So 3/6 Vigilance that gives Vigilance. 3/5 Flyer that gives Flyer. By far, I think this is the best one. 4/5 with Death Touch that gives all of them Death Touch, also not bad. 6/3 Haste that gives Haste. This one's also not bad, I don't think. And 5/4 Trample gives Trample. So they're for limited only, but they're pretty interesting. I like it. Next we have Notion Thief. So it's a 4 mana 3/1 flash. If an opponent would draw a card except the first one, he or she draws in each of her draw steps. Instead, that player skips that draw and you draw a card. This guy is certainly interesting. I'm more psyched about this guy than I have about basically any other card of the set this far, and it's not, terribly impressive. Every spoiler season I have one card that makes me want to tinker with, and this is the one. Why? This plus Whispering Madness is Mind Twist. This plus Consecrated Sphinx and EDH. You want them to have it, and you to have Consecrated Sphinx. You can have them draw their whole library. There's also some just very fun interactions with this guy. I'm gonna point out again. This plus Whispering Madness, Mind Twist. Yeah. Anyway, it's Mind Twist on turn 5, so it's not as ridiculous as you would think. But totally relevant. Keep your eye out. in the control mirror for this to be a sideboard card. In the Sphinx's Revelation, all the cards thing. And lastly, we have Undiscovered Clues. So it's 3 mana sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 instant and or sorceries and put them in your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your order. So I think it's a worse divination. Just because divination would always get you 2. This one, at best, will get you 2. Yeah, it might filter out lands, but it might get you 0 or 1 as well, so I don't like it. It's not for me. You have to play so many spells, it's like a Delver deck. And, blue-black Delver people have tried to make. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys all for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe.